Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is a short video to complete my answer for question 2 for the bank reconciliation tutorial. In the first video that I uploaded, there was a slight issue with my answer for question 2 where there was a small error, which I have corrected, and I'll share how to do the question. Okay, so yeah, so this is the question to the Suka Berhad company. So there were a few errors that had happened last time. The first one being when we did our adjusted cash balance, right? We have to look at what is there in the bank statement, but is not there in the cash balance, right? And so these were the entries in the bank statement that we found that were not there in the cash balance. However, these two, 1040, check 1047, check 1048, were actually covered in last month's bank reconciliation statement, and so it did not need to be credited again to the cash balance for October, the one that we are answering for. So that was a slight error. All right. Secondly, and besides that, if we do not add these two, right? So let's put this as highlighted as that it's complete. Of course, we have the check 1052 error where it was created 40 ringgit less, so we created 40 ringgit to complete that, and then we had the non-sufficient fund 4,230, and then we had the 50 ringgit for service charge. All of these were credited to the cash book, and then for the deposit side, previously we had added this amount, 240 ringgit, as not being there in the cash book. However, the truth is, it was actually added to the cash book for the month of September, so it did not need to be added for the month of October as well. So we don't have to debit 240. We just have to deposit 550, which is the credit memorandum and the interest of 10 ringgit. This amount, of course, like we covered last class, it was an error, and that error would be corrected in the bank reconciliation statement. And so if we do this, if we add this, the balancing off figure is 530 ringgit, right? And then moving on to the bank reconciliation statement, the bank balance is 4,880, as you know here, and then we have deposited in transit on October 28th and 29th to get this amount, right? And then less, the mistake that we made last time was that we added these three entries as checks, but we did not add check 1,750, and that check did not occur in September. That did not occur in October, which is the question time. It occurred in September. However, the payment to be received would have been made in September. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. So for the checks in September, the checks that were in the cash book in September, which is 1,000 check for 1,047, 1,048, that was paid by the bank, or that was in the bank statement for October. However, check 1,049 is missing, right? Check 1,049 is missing. It's 1,047, 48, and 49 is missing. So that needs to be deducted from the bank balance in order to incorporate that payment. So if you look at that, that is 750, and you do, if you add that, if you subtract all the outstanding checks from the bank balance, we get the remaining adjusted cash balance, adjusted bank balance of 530, and it matches with the adjusted bank balance of the cash book. So yeah, that is the summary of how question 2 could be solved. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.